Welcome to Gary's Travels and Adventures. I'm Gary, and today I'm in Bisbee, Arizona, checking out this ginormous mine. Check this out. The big mine that I'm assuming is not active anymore. This is called the Lavender Pit, I believe. But yeah, they mined copper and silver out of this thing. Check it out. Pretty amazing. I'm gonna check out some other areas. I'll get back to you. Some of the equipment that they used in the copper queen mine. And we'll take a tour of it. Real home. It's the workhorse. All the minerals out. I'm not sure what that was. I guess it was for tools. Downtown Bisbee. Alright, we'll check back again.
1877, there were some Indian scouts from Fort Bowie, Arizona. They were over here looking for renegade Apaches. They didn't find them. On that side of this mountain, there's a grayish black looking stone. They knew from tombstone, silver. That's how that comes from. Now when we go inside, be sure and keep your feet on the running boards. Don't stick your hands out for sharp rocks or timber. Like I said, if you drop anything, Steve will bring it to you at the next stop. You can take pictures of anything in this mine you want to, except for Steve. He's got a warrant out of California and an ex-wife looking for him. He don't want to be captured. Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
When I ring the bell means the train's going to be moving. Don't get off. It's called leave her right. Leave her right where you found it, because it ain't worth nothing. Now behind me here, these are what you call extraction chutes. Now this goes back 15 feet that way, 22 feet across, and 200 feet straight up. It's what they call an ore pocket. They dump the ore into this pocket, haul it out through these chute doors into this car. When this car is loaded, it weighs 1 ton. We had what you call trammers here. Young, healthy men, some as young as 15. Each one got one car. He had loaded itself and push it all the way outside, dump it, and push it back in here by hand. Very, very hard work. They did that for 2 years at 50 cents an hour. Then they brought the mules down. Now the mules were taught on the surface to pull 4 of these cars. Well, everyone knows a mule can't count, right? But they were taught to listen to the chain. When that mule would hear that 4 chain rattle like that, he would take off on his own to go dump. Well, you had to know miners. They figure he'll do 4, he'll do 5. No. He'd hear that 5th chain rattle, that mule stopped dead in his tracks. Sometimes even sat down. They refused to pull 5 cars. It was considered to be the first organized union. Now the mules were kept down here between 4.5 to 5 years without ever going on the surface. They would start losing their sensitivity to light. But we had veterinarians on staff. When they noticed they were having a problem, they blindfold that mule, take him up on the surface. We had what they call a dark barn. Put the mule in a dark barn. And each day gradually let a little bit of light in. Within about 1.5 to 2 weeks, that mule was sound, ready to go again. But they never brought them back. They figured they did their job. What they did here is they donated them to the ranchers and farmers. You come here and put your name in a book. When your name come up, good mule, he was given to you. Take him home, they take care of him. After the mules, with these little Manchi motors, they would pull 14 of these cars. That was quite a bit faster, but it still wasn't fast enough. If you you guys had time to look around outside, you might have seen that long motor by the fence with that wooden pole with a wheel on it. Trolley motor. They run on these trolley lines. That's 240 volts of DC current. That trolley motor would pull 23 3-ton cars between 30 and 35 miles an hour with no braking system. You can't put brakes on the north car. You heard it coming, you simply got out of the way, or you got ran over. Out here in the 100 years of running here, 377 men lost their life here in these mines. Most of them was their own fault. They wasn't paying attention to what they were doing. Some got ran over by Loki's, some fell down raises, just different things altogether. Now, this thing right here. Never thought you'd see a bicycle, did you? The shift boss is here. Some were walking 5 miles in the morning and 5 miles in the afternoon because you have to go see your people twice a day to make sure they got their supplies and doing stuff right. They all got together and asked for transportation. They thought the company would give them one of them little battery motors to run around. No, got a better idea. This thing. Before they brought these underground, they had a big meeting with all the miners. So whatever you do, you stay off of that. That's that shift boss transportation. Well, that was pretty much like telling a bunch of little kids in Walmart you can't play with their toys. Did we ever take it? Yes. Did I ever take it? Yes, I did. Did I ever bring it back? No. You didn't want to get caught. We're fixing to head back this way. The first thing we're going to go through there is a set of steel doors. They're fire doors. They were put in here in 1917. You got to remember back then, miners smoked, a lot of sawdust timber, candles, even carbide lights. One little thing in the wrong place, you had a fire. Then shut those fire doors, turn the ventilation off, going back to it, try to smother it out. If that didn't work, they call a helmet crew in right away. Get it out. Now you guys follow me on back this way. They had a fault. There was no water source for this machine. You fire this thing up within 6 to 8 minutes, it would be so dusty you couldn't see me where you were right there. They used it a very short period of time. Then they went to this one. This one's got water. But it had its faults too. This thing weighs 180 pounds. You got to drill a pinhole in the back, they come along, chain on it, wrap it around here, tighten it up. Loosen those 2 bolts. Jack it up to where your next hole is going to be. Tighten the bolts up. Loosen the come off. Get it out of your way. Too slow. And in 1950, we went to this here. This is a Gardner Gilmer 63. This drill is so efficient, they still use these today in the mines. We call it an 83 now because the legs are a little bit longer, that's all. And it used a lot of oil. The reason for that was they not only had rotation, they had a hammer. It hammered as it rotated. When you got ready to start drilling with this thing, you fill that oil bottle up down there with rock drill oil. Then, get your steel up against the face where you wanted to start drilling. Put your foot right here on that close foot. Give it a little bit of air and kind of dig that close foot in the ground a little bit. Flip that on. I give it all the top. Now there's 150 pounds of pressure in this thing pushing this drill. You could drill a 7-foot hole with this in 6 minutes. It's that fast. One thing you never, ever did. Never get started with this thing. There's 150 pounds of pressure on it. When this thing kicks out, and it doesn't kick back. It kicks straight up. Then it goes out. It only took me one time. We have 2 different types of miners here in Bisbee. We're going here in a town called the Arctic Circle. You've probably heard of it. 5 burgers for $1. You can't get one for $5 now. Now, when we got off the train out there, I told you, you were 1,500 feet in this mountain. You had 450 feet of rock above your head. You're still 1,500 feet in right here. You have 2,000 now because of this mountain. Straight up. Behind me here, this is the southwest shaft. It's what they call an interior shaft. It doesn't go to the surface. It just goes up to the 800-foot mark. So there was never any ore hauled out through here. Men and materials and mules. Now, a mule's too big, he won't fit inside. Got a big sling. I sling that mule up, tie his feet together and blindfold him and hoist him under it. They can do whichever level they need. The 2 miners waiting on him. They pull him out, take that sling off, untie his feet, take that blindfold off, and get out of the way. He didn't like that ride one bit. Now, if you look over your head in here, some of this timber was put in here in 1917. The only kind of timber we ever used in the mines here was pine and fir. And it was all harvested out of northern Arizona and northern California. Matter of fact, when you guys were going in the shop to get checked in today, if you looked on the side of the mountain, you might have seen those concrete squares over there. That was a timber slide. The train would come in above, roll the logs off down that timber slide, with our own sawmill, cut all our own timber for these mines here. Now, I've had a lot of gentlemen ask me, Neil, why don't you guys use hardwood? It's a lot stronger. Everyone knows that. But hardwood has a fault. It takes till it can't take anymore. It snaps and breaks. This stuff, it smashes, it makes noises, it lets you know if something's wrong before you have time to fix it. And we have a lot of critters down here. Mice, rats, cockroaches, bats, and an occasional scorpion will come down on the timber cutters. The company tried to poison them all. It didn't do any good because the miners kept throwing their scrap lunches out. They didn't have a bite again. When we found out they were very important to us, we didn't know it. They could tell movement 100 times before we could. If you looked at that track and you seen your critters going, you go with them. It's going to cave in. And that's where you could almost set your fortune. Now I have a question. Anybody's birthday today? I have a little thing down here. If it's your birthday, I have everybody saying happy birthday to you. Is this something I like to do? No one? Well, y'all lucked out because you get to sit up here on the throne while we sing to you.
Hello, welcome back to Gary's Travels and Adventures. Well, took a tour of the Bisbee, pretty much the whole town, and I went and saw the Queen mine there. It's pretty amazing. I did do a little bit of rock shopping, found a few minor things. I'll post pictures of them later. Piece of argonite was really cool. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to Gary's Travels and Adventures. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Woo woo!